There we go. In the old days, man tried to catch a glimpse of the future in the strangest of ways. They locked themselves in dark rooms, not partaking of food and drink. At the stroke of midnight, they ventured out into the night through the dark woods, where strange creatures roamed. To see if they would be wealthy, to see if they would be happy, to see if they would live, to see if they would be loved. Hey, One Punch. Welcome back to the stream. All right. So A and D go right and left in the scene. So we can see backwards and forwards. Let's see if there's any. We're good. Just close. So yeah, left and right. We can explore by clicking. And when there's a path, we can go up with W. How are you doing today, One Punch? You can see that there's a path. There we are, coming from our cabin. Huh. Interesting. Looks like some sort of wooden sculpture. What do we have here? Seems like it's a dead end. We can go backwards with S. Let's see where this brings us. Ah, we can move the dial. Seems like it's a combination lock. Okay. Well, let's see if we can't explore the house at all. Wait, there is no house. Yeah, we just finished up Paratopic and Serena. Ah, here we are. Nothing to explore here, Alright, can't solve that yet. What do you have for us here? Ah, we can go backwards here. Footprints. Something came this way. Anything else over here? No. Well, at least the footprints lead us somewhere. Where were the landmarks? We want to find the sign. Oh, yeah, 18 floors. That's pretty good. I've played that. Don't knock twice. I'm trying to remember that. Don't knock twice. I feel like I've seen the frame of that. Ah, what do we have here? Oh, hello. There you are. I've been waiting for you all day. You should not go outside without a hat on a cold day like this. You will freeze your ears off. And I am quite fond of the person those ears belong to. Did you see anyone coming here? Now you're being silly. You know that I'm not ashamed of you. It's not that. I like you very much. But you and I come from different worlds. He is waiting for my answer. I'd said I'd give it to him next year. And this is the last day of this year. Now you're being unfair. This isn't any easier for me. I don't like it when you're like this. Calm down. You're walking. I hope you're joking. You do remember what happened to my cousin, don't you? Promise me you won't do anything foolish. We are not supposed to know what happens in the future. You should hurry home to your cottage and get some rest. It's getting dark soon. Hurry home to your cottage. Anything else for us to explore around here? So it appears she has to choose to perhaps marry someone that she maybe prefers that she didn't. Well, back to the cottage we go, I guess. All right, back to the sign, to the campsite. But there were footsteps. So someone else did come through here. Very strange. All right, let's go back to the cabin. Our good friend, the puzzle box. Yeah, the navigation for this is interesting. It's like planes of navigation. You're going backwards and forwards, and side to side. What is this? Ah. We have ourselves a title card. Yeah, this game is a very unique horror game. There aren't many things like this. Probably the closest thing I can really think of is maybe something like Lone Survivor. Another personal favorite. I love Lone Survivor. All right. Back out into the woods, but it's night this time. Huh. A fetus, a pitchfork. Oh, what is this? We can't interact, but just be wary of that. Oh, a pathway down. A winding path. More footsteps. Someone else is out here. Oh, God. Something is here. There's also an encyclopedia of the things we come across, and we can learn more about them. The Mylingen, the Myling. Infanticide was a fairly common crime in Sweden during the 19th century and earlier. The two most common motives were that there were no room for another mouth to feed, or that the child had been conceived outside of wedlock. The souls of these unfortunate children became Mylings. Typically, the Mylings were murdered by their mothers, often unmarried women who had been left to fend for themselves. The Myling would commonly be left in the woods to die, or they would have been drowned by their mothers in brooks or bogs. Some Mylings died at the hands of angel makers. The angel maker would typically be paid by the child's poor mother to find a decent home for the infant. When the mother left, the infant was murdered. And the most common way for the Myling to haunt was through a horrible wailing sound. The Myling might take the form of ball of light, similar to those of Urbloss, Scandinavian will-o'-the-wisp, and lead the curious traveler astray. Sometimes they would even cry for their mothers to breastfeed them, which would apparently set them free. One story from the Bergslagen tells of an old farmer on his way home through the forest. He is approached by a small child who follows him and says, "Grandfather, grandfather, I am so hungry." The old man tries to ignore it, but the child keeps on nagging. So finally the old man loses his patience. "If you can find someone to feed you, then feed, but you won't get any milk from me." The child seems pleased and leaves. When the old man comes home, he finds his daughter lying dead on the floor, bleeding from her chest. The child he met was the spirit of his murdered grandson. The person who helped the Mylings find their way to the other side was often left with a gift. According to some sources, the Myling would be taken in by other supernatural creatures, such as Hobbs, or if it had been drowned, the brook horse. Oh yeah, there's a lot going on. Okay, so this seems like what we're looking at here. The Huldra. Skogsgreat. Don't know the pronunciation, but the Huldra. The Huldra is known to have played a part in Norse mythology, but she is likely of an even older origin from when man lived off the forest rather than the fields. The Huldra was the guardian of the forest. She tended to the trees, plants, and animals. A single large tree in a grove surrounded by smaller trees was often considered to be the Huldra's home, or even the Huldra herself. In most stories, she presented herself as a beautiful young woman. This was, however, not her real appearance. Very few saw the Huldra's true face, and even fewer lived to speak of it. She was often described as a lonely and woe-filled creature. Her relationship with humans was very complex. She could enthrall a man with her beautiful song and lure him deeper and deeper into the forest, where she either wedded or killed him. The men kissed by the Huldra became apathetic and slow. According to some accounts, the Huldra was a positive force. If a hunter was kind to the Huldra, she might blow her breath down the barrel of his rifle, which would bless his hunt. Colliers considered her their friend, and she kept fires from spreading from their charcoal kiln. She often helped those who willingly offered their blood to her, but this was dangerous, as the Huldra might drink the giver dry. The Huldra was capable of doing both good and bad deeds. It was very hard to predict whether she would help or harm, since she played by rules known only to her. Yes, very similar to a siren, One Punch. You know, the siren's call. Anything else that we came across? Yes, the Year Walk. As mentioned in the opening, year walking was at its core a vision quest, with the purpose being to foresee the future. There were very rigid rules concerning the year walk, and not adhering to them could prove very dangerous, even fatal. Alright, so keep in mind. How the practice of year walking came to be is shrouded in mystery, but it seems to have been a widespread practice in Sweden until the beginning of the 19th century, and in some rural areas as late as the beginning of the 20th century. The practice was likely over 1,000 years old, and most certainly pagan. Year walking varied greatly regionally and even locally. There might have been differences between one village and the next. All the variations had a couple of elements in common, though. A year walk could not be done on any common day. There are certain days a year when the gate was opened, generally in liaison with important festival days such as May Day, Midsummer's Eve, or Christmas Eve, and most commonly New Year's Eve. So, today for the character. A year walker could not partake of any of the food or drinks that were served on these days, a sacrifice of no little significance, since then these feasts were some of the rare occasions when food would be plentiful and varied. A year walker had to avoid other people, so they commonly locked themselves in dark rooms and were not allowed to see a fire for the entire day. Perhaps not a vast sacrifice on Midsummer's Eve, but on cold winter days, it would be uncomfortable at least, if not hazardous. If the yearwalker followed these steps, he would leave his dark room at the stroke of midnight. This would be his last chance to cancel the yearwalk. Once he ventured out, there was no turning back. The church was the final destination for a yearwalker. On his way, he would typically encounter a number of supernatural creatures, which would pose a threat physically, mentally, and spiritually. If a year walker made it to the cemetery, he would walk around the church in an intricate pattern. This would open the year walker's eyes to the future, but would also lure out the church grim. After having completed the year walk, the walker would see visions that could manifest themselves in different manners. When the year walker left the cemetery, he might, for instance, see a somber procession of dancers dressed in their finest church clothes. These would be the people that would die the following year. A recurring theme is, of course, the year walker who meets his own ghost on the road. Another story tells of how the walker would see newly dug graves. Love played a great part too, so a walker would typically meet wedding processions or even attend weddings yet to come. One testimony from the late 19th century tells of a mental patient named Martin Nilsson, who described his visions as otherworldly experiences. Before I saw what happened next year, I lived among the stars. I lived there for many lifetimes, it seems. What do I care for next year? Time has already ended. Today, the practice seems to be almost entirely forgotten. Oh yeah, Midsummer the movie is all kinds of fucked up. The church grim. Of all the creatures in Swedish folklore, the Church Grim was doubtlessly the most complex and certainly the most feared. Little is known of it since it was considered bad luck to even speak about it. The Church Grim's appearance varied, which could possibly be attributed to the nature of the Church Grim's origin. When a church was built in medieval times, an animal was sometimes buried alive under the floors, most commonly goats, since these were comparatively cheap. There have also been stories of criminals being buried alive as punishment. In other versions, the criminal's heart was cut out and placed inside an animal carcass that was sacrificed. The heart was central in many of the myths surrounding the Grim. Stories from the south of Sweden told that if you could touch the Church Grim's heart, you could stare into the eyes of creation. The Church Grim guarded the church against thieves and grave robbers, but because of it, even honest folks avoided the church at night. Some stories say that if you were unlucky enough to be the last one to die during the year, you would serve the Church Grim the following year. There are other stories that suggest the Church Grim was not a guardian at all, but rather a sort of parasite that was drawn to the energy of the church. While there, it fed on people's hopes, dreams, and fears. A recent and controversial theory suggests that the Church Grim was closely related to a nameless Bronze Age deity. Yeah, Midsommar is a grim movie, to say the least. All right, the Night Raven. Let's go. So we have stepped out of our house at midnight in search of this church to hopefully see into the future of our love. Where do we go, though? All right, so this is just a big ol' pathway around, eh? All right, so we go this way. Ah, the horse. The bird. Interesting. Perhaps there is something to these patterns. We will have to see. We must be careful. There is a great deal out tonight. Where, oh where are we really headed? We need to get to the church. Anything here? No. Yeah, Midsommar is a great horror film. I mean, there's so much folklore left to be kind of explored by entertainment. And I really feel like, you know, the Nordic myths are definitely something to be... Where else could there be? There's the box back here, but... where would that take us? There's the bird. We have these symbols. We know what they mean, but the question is, what do we want to do with it? Where's that knowledge useful? Yes, the wailing child. So we have this box. Nothing that we can do with it yet, though. Ah, there are symbols, though. There's the horse. And it looks like the child. So we have these symbols, but they don't match what's on the box. Ah, map. Excellent. Ah, so we want to get to the church. So we need to go up, left. Oh god, we have not gone to this graveyard yet. Alright, well, let's go forward. Right? Yeah, we can go forward here. There we go. Yeah, we didn't explore over this way. Okay. Oh, I don't like this. Ah, the key. Is this the woman of the woods? The tree? Alright. So we need this key. Alright. Marked by the sign of the goat. Hmm. The dead tree. Well, I think where we need to go is over there. I know the map is incredible. This is such a cool design. Go back over this way. And we can hop over to the right. Yeah, this is a beautifully designed world. You really get the sense of wandering through a forest here. Should be a way forward here, isn't there? Come on. Oh, there it is. Pretty sure this is the one we want, right? No, I don't want that. No, there should be a way up here. The dead tree. I think we see it back there, too. How do we find... Oh, sorry to hear that your connection is not doing so hot. Well, what do we have here? Yeah, this is... What is this called? What are they... The rune stone, eh? Oh, the brook. Let's try that. Nope, don't want you. I want the map. We want to go backwards. Ah. What do we have over here? Nothing? Ah, another symbol. At some point, we're probably going to have to start writing these down. Where are we now? Oh, there was something back there. Let's explore this. Ah, another home. Oh God. What's down here? Hello? Seems like something's around here. Can't quite explore this yet. Yeah, there are many, many clues around this environment. I don't think we can activate this at the moment. Yeah, we're on this edge. Okay. Let's try checking over here. We need to be able to get, I'm assuming, the tree guarded by the Huldra. The Huldra that is the beautiful woman. So we need that key to get in there. And we know this is the symbol of the Huldra. And we know that we need to get there, but I don't see a way to input. Yeah, there's nothing that we can do with that, huh? Yeah, we haven't heard... Yeah, we haven't heard any calls or anything. Okay. Well, let's take a look at the map here. We already know about the windmill. There's our cabin. Seems like we want to go here, right? Huh. We haven't gotten to this location yet, right? So we want to go down, down, bam, bam, over to here, and then up to there. Let's try that. Back, back. forward. And I think... yeah, we want to go to the right. Gotcha. And then there should be a little, a little bunker. How do we explore this? It seems like we're stuck in the middle here, right? And we need to get, at some point, over to this hill. Can we explore? No. Oh, what's over here? Yeah. Horse. Well, we know we can go... we should be able to go up here, right? We do anything with this? Oh, we can. Aha. Left. Right. Left. Right. 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 Left. Left. Oh, Jesus Christ. Okay. So we probably should write that down, but I'm not sure what that would... I guess one thing is maybe we take that left, right, left, like we use that as a way to get into here. All right, well, let's write this down proper. Hold on, I'm going to get a notepad. All right, let's hopefully not get, I don't know, possessed by this thing. I don't like it. All the way down. All right, left. Should be right, and then left, right. Yep. This pen sucks. Hold on. Can we just... we'll have to do that again. That's okay. All right, the first two are left. Right. Oh, God. It's terrible every time. Left, right, left, right. No, 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 no. Come on. Do the thing. There we go. Left. Right. Left. Right. 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 Left. Left. Okay. Left, right, left, right. Right, right, left, left. Okay. Now, do we do it on these? Right. Left. Right. Right, right. Left, left. No. Okay. Worth trying, though. All right, well, now that we have the notepad out, we can actually start taking proper notes. So, left. Do we go left, right? Left, right. Right, right. Left, left? Like, interesting to try to think about, like, how do we use this puzzle, right? Okay. Well, that's one thing that we can at least do something with. We should also start drawing the symbols on the trees. There should be one over here, right? Yeah, there we go. All right. So, down pitchfork is the horse. I think my horse drawing is pretty darn good. All right, so that's one. Kind of wish I had like a desk cam just to show my horse drawing is pretty good. All right, looks like there's another one back here. Yeah. Bird. Like the up claw. Great. Gotta figure this shit out. All right, and there's another one all the way to the left here? No. There should be one over to the right here, though. Yes. All right. Down pitchfork again. And this one is the baby. All right, down pitchfork. We're adventure gaming, yo. Gotta get them clues. We got this one here, this one there, this one there and there. Okay. All right, let's go get those two. I think it's just the one, though. I think it's the one on the far left. And then here, and it should be up here. Down, and there it is. All right. We got the forest woman. She is the scent sign. Again, I think my drawings are pretty darn good. It's so easy to say that when you can't see them. It appears there's some other... Yeah, here's the gravestone marker. Is there anything else we can do here? Again, it's not an adventure game if you don't have to take notes. Yeah, I really wonder what we have to use. Maybe it's the box? Maybe it's not so much about the symbols, but about how we enter them. I guess we can try. Yeah, no one will ever see my sick drawings. They're too good for this world. Yeah, maybe it's this. So, I guess the question is, how do you define left? Is it the get it to the left or turn it to the left? Let's go turn. So, left, right, left, right, 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 left, left? No, I didn't think so. It doesn't make sense. Why would you have these symbols on here if it was just going to be left and right?